really creepy boss.
What's the Void?
I don't know.
Okay, well...
This is kind of a cool boss arena, I gotta say.
This is very Bloodborne, by the way.
Oh, really?
This?
Like this
yeah.
boss, you mean, specifically? Or
This
the room?
Boss and the room and the music, everything.
Okay.
Bloodborne's very cosmic horror.
Because this room is cool.
Yeah, but this boss is disgusting.
Yeah.
I hate that it has like a human head.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Metal Gear Solid, I kind of wonder if that was the blast.
I don't know. I mean, this guy, so far, he's not...
He doesn't really do a lot of damage, I've noticed.
He's not too awful. I'm also blocking.
Right. I think that's the blast move. I think if you get stuck in it, you're kind of just screwed.
Okay.
You have to do, Cerulean City Tears.
Got it. It's a joke that was hilarious the first time, hilarious now.
It's always hilarious.
It'll be hilarious forever. Which game are... Oh, Metal Gear Solid 4. Can I tell you a little story about this? I will say fully, by the way, this is a sentimental thing. This does not make this game good.
Right.
I remember that when I used to play games with my dad all the time before he passed away, this was a game that we played together because we really liked a lot of stories like this. I really like the aging hero trope. I've always liked it. I think it's interesting where you have a main character that was like a hero and they're not only fighting against, the enemies, but also like time, essentially.
Right, like the Logan movie.
Yeah, stuff like that. I've always really liked that sort of trope. And
right.
This movie, or this game, one, it's very much like a movie, but two, it also does that trope extremely well.
Yeah.
Because this game is very focused on Solid Snake, like without telling you any specifics, because they tell you this in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Solid Snake is dying. I mean, that's just kind of what it's about. Like, he has accelerated aging, kind of like the clones from Star Wars.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of running out of time. And it's kind of about that and the repercussions of what would happen if he were to die, and essentially one big last thing he has to do before he's gone. And it really wraps up a lot of storylines with the confrontations with his brother, Liquid.
Mm-hmm.
I love this game, and I thought
Richard's dead, I think.
I thought it really... Yeah, I think I'm going to have to redo this now that I kind of have more of an idea of what this boss does. I think that it really respects the source material, but it makes me sad that there's not more Solid Snake games. I loved...
Wasn't Snake in 5?
No, that's Venom.
Oh, okay.
Venom Snake. That is weird. That might be that blast move.
Yeah.
That didn't do anything.
Huh.
Well, okay. Good to know.
So can you only summon your guy once a battle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of got the...
Isn't this the game where there's like 500-hour cutscenes?
Yes, there's like an hour-long cutscene at one point. There is actually almost as much cutscenes as gameplay.
Okay.
I believe, if I remember right, there's like... You'd have to look this up. Actually, look this up for me, because I think it's something like a 25-hour game with 11 hours of cutscenes.
Okay.
But I'm curious. But I just remember... I remember my dad at one point was like, does this ever end? Because like, he was like waiting for the cutscenes to stop. Because we watched like an hour-long one, and I was like, yeah, I have no idea. And that probably doesn't sound like a resounding praise for the game. It's not. But what I love about this game is just how respectful it is of Solid Snake and the mythos of Metal Gear.
Right.
It really did feel like
You're
a
gonna
love...
get blasted here.
I know, I'm gonna die. It really did feel like a love letter to Solid Snake, to me.
Right.
Where it was like, this character is amazing and fantastic, and let's send him out with a final fantastic game.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really like that about it. I like all the secrets and hidden stuff in it. It's sadly stuck on the PS3, although I did hear emulators have helped bring it back. What, did you find the thing?
Sorry, I found... So apparently the cutscene time for the game is 7 hours.
Okay.
And the gameplay time, they say, is roughly 4 hours.
So there's more cutscenes than gameplay.
Yeah, so apparently it's... They say first-time players, like people who are kind of figuring out the game and so on, it'll probably take about 13-ish hours for you to beat that game.
Yeah.
7 of that is cutscenes.
So that's kind of the problem that I have with that game, too, is I love the cutscenes, I love the story and stuff, but I don't know how we're going to Let's Play that game. Like, I think we're just going to have to... I genuinely think what we'll have to do is start, like, a Let's Play and basically talk during the gameplay, but then also sometimes stop the cutscenes, like, pause them, and then talk about what happened.
Right.
And I know that that might sound annoying, but like otherwise there's no way to make those parts transformative. My Mimic tier is being obliterated.
Right. Well, I wonder if we can level him up, because he's only level 4.
Well, no.
I mean, I don't know if getting him to level 5 would necessarily be like some incredible thing, but...
Well, I've noticed he's better at level 4 than he was at level 1, so I'd assume that logic tracks all the way through.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it, because like when I start talking about specifics, it'll just spoil the game.
Right.
Although, this game did like an insane job again of like predicting warfare and stuff. Like, I don't know how...
Like how America's always the good guy?
That, and also like how you essentially have automation of warfare, like drone attacks and robots and all this stuff is more valuable. Or where's my souls, by the way? Do you know? I just realized I didn't pick them up.
No. Actually, I don't know where those were. I think they were over here somewhere.
Well, anyways, what I was getting at with that, even if I lose these, I can just get them back at the farming spot. Although I'd prefer to get them.
Right there. Up there.
Anyways, I don't know, I love the game.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really good game. I don't know how we're going to Let's Play it, because I wanted to Let's Play the MGS games. At the very least, I wanted to Let's Play 1 through 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm unsure on 5, although now that we crossed the line with Elden Ring and played something that's just massive, I think that we could do it.
Right.
I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, even in that sense, I guess we could do the RPG Assassin's Creed games too.
Right.
Although I don't know, I just don't know how long of a Let's Play series Valhalla will be, because that game literally took me like 130 hours to get through. Now I completed the game, like platinumed it. But the story took me about...
I was just trying to get out in the middle,
Right.
so I know where those are.
The story took me like 80 hours or so.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say we cut ahead just a few minutes. Let's go see if we can level up anything.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna need the souls for those.
I have a bunch of consumable souls.
Okay. So there's another swamp area that has scarlet rot in it that's besides the Lake of Rot.
Greetings.
But yeah, even like the method online said they recommend getting really close
Greetings.
to it to beat Astel.
Well, I hit level 10 with that guy.
Oh, really?
How do I get him
Mimic tier?
Yeah, how do I get him above that?
Isn't 10 just the highest?
Grips with spirit tuning of late. I can understand their yearnings, what they become drawn to. Master Hugh said it himself, actually, that I'm no mere apprentice any longer. Once again, I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Roderica, the certified spirit tuner.
By accidentally clicking once. We got this ghost glovewort thing.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
Great Ghost. Strength and Renowned Ash to plus 10.
Maybe
You
that's,
said you got it to plus 10?
Yeah. Maybe that's as high as it goes.
Okay. Well, at least it's plus 10 now and not plus 4.
Right.
So, did we level up our sword at all?
I can't.
Oh, you can't?
I don't have,
Okay.
like, that dragon sombering...
Oh, yeah, that's
crazy thing.
A lot of them just seem like they're in places that we haven't been to.
So you think I shouldn't worry about it right now?
Probably not.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like we can get to it, yes. Yes, doesn't seem like we can get to it yet.
I wasn't going to criticize you.
Well, it's funny is my wife texted me yes as I was saying that, so I was reading that.
Oh. Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to run there.
Yeah.
We can cut back in here because I'm just going to run past all this. I was going to say Resident Evil 1 Remake was my next one.
Okay, are we on like 15?
I don't know what
Okay,
we're on. Who
okay,
cares
anyways.
anymore? But
Resident Evil Remake.
Resident Evil 1 Remake, great game. We played through it on the channel. I'm not going to talk about it that much, but it's a really good survival horror game that I recommend people check out and put time into because it's definitely worth it.
Okay.
The one after that, I literally just looked at it and I can't remember.
Okay.
So, just a minute because I'm getting shot. And I was trying to run past. I kind of feel like running past uses up more resources than just fighting them.
Right.
Alright, let's get over here. Touch the thing. There we go.
Can you
We
skip
didn't ask
this?
Grace. I will in a second.
Okay.
Infamous 2. Amazing superhero game, very much underrated. Eventually we'll play through the Infamous games on the channel. But Infamous 2 is probably the best Infamous game, I think. I really, really love Infamous 2. I don't have much more to say about it than that.
Right.
I'm just trying to blast through these.
Right.
It does have, like, really cool powers in it. It's electric powers, and you actually go on to get other powers and types, too. Silent Hill 2, this is one of, if not the best horror games of all time. A really personal journey for the main protagonist. I love it. I love the way that they make everything intentional. Again, every enemy has, like, a purpose, and they have a point to their design and a reason why they look like and behave the way they do. There's a lot of symbolism. It's very much like, this is going to sound pretentious, but I'm being serious. I would very much call it a piece of literature.
Yeah.
Like if we were looking at Silent Hill 2. Some games aren't, and they're not interested in being that. This definitely is. It's like, it really is like a piece of art that impresses me very much, and I love it for that. And I wish that they would put the level of care and love into horror games now that they did when they made that game. But
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, the Silent Hill games always looked really fun. Also, you're about to die.
I know.
Crimson thing. Oh, jeez.
Did you know he could do that?
I did now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what our plus 10 mimic tier actually does.
Yeah, let's see what he does. I'm gonna kind of...
Supposedly it's good, but I don't know if they patched it at all. But
Well, they patched everything fun out of the game.
yeah,
so
I mean everything recommended for this game says to get really close to him because of his wet abilities like this.
Because of his wetness?
His wetness.
He's so wet.
He is so wet. So I guess I don't know. But then he also does moves like this, which you don't want to be close to him.
No, you really don't. What was I talking about? Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is also one of like the most weird video game protagonists ever because you care what he's going through, but he's not really like the best person ever.
Right.
And I thought they did a good job with that too. Like usually the protagonist you play as is pretty likable. I kind of go back and forth on James. There's things that are likable about him, but a lot that is not.
Yeah.
But I actually really like how they did the writing in this game, and it genuinely is scary, like even now if you play this game. It's just so disappointing that they dropped this series.
Yeah.
Like almost entirely.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know how to avoid this.
Okay. I don't know what this even... Oh.
I don't know, because he was like doing 500 acrobatic moves.
Okay.
And I just didn't know how to avoid it. Uh-oh. The next one's Skyrim.
Oh, okay.
This one, again, sentimental reasons. Like, I do love the open world, and I love the way that they made it, and the way that they made the characters. I love the companions and the romances you can do kind of stuff, and they're not that in-depth, but they're fun. And I really, really like the combat, even though it's not the best part of the game. This game does like a really good job of making you feel like you are taking place in a huge world, and there's always something new to find. I was disappointed in the Anniversary Edition, which I've said before, but I still like that there's new content. I just wish that it was less broken, because if you're going to introduce new content to your game, like I feel
make it playable.
Yeah, you should make it seem like you care.
Right.
And I kind of got the opinion that they didn't care. This is where I'm going to add a couple things into my list. Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
Because I realized I hadn't mentioned it on this list, and it's not in the actual list, and I don't know why. I think I just overlooked it. But Kingdom Hearts 2, it improves a lot on a lot of the stuff that Kingdom Hearts 1 did, while still offering a lot of difficulty options and different things, and doing really good character building. I actually think this game is where Sora is written the best.
Yeah.
Which kind of bums me out, because he should have been in 3.
Jeez.
So...
Yeah, I mean, this game seemed... Okay.
I was locked
that was
onto
weird.
him. I was locked onto him, he teleported away, and there was nowhere to lock on anymore.
This game seemed, I agree with you. I think this game was where Sora was the best. It was the game where, not that he was, like, mega childish in the other ones, but to me it was the one where he was the least childish. And the parts that he was kind of childish in weren't distracting. Like, I felt like in Kingdom Hearts 1... some of the moments in there were kind of just distracting childish.
Yes.
And in Kingdom Hearts 3, not that it was like overly childish, but there was moments where it was kind of like, why isn't that like anything to him? There were moments in 3 where you're kind of like, it doesn't make sense because you're supposed to be more or less an adult.
Right, pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, and like you play it and it's like, okay. But in 2, I felt like it was a good mix where it was
final mix.
It was a good final mix to the point where like it wasn't. It's not like some adult.
Oh, jeez!
Oh man! Oh, ew! It's not like an adult game, but he's not like distractingly childish. I guess is what I was trying to get to.
I agree. Are you wanting me to try this again?
Do you want to?
I can.
Okay.
I can try it again. I don't really know what to do differently. Like, I'm doing my best here. And
what if instead of trying, like, the fire attack...
you can see him. Did you see that?
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
what if
the
instead
magic
of the,
attack doesn't work.
What if instead of the fire attacks, what if you just went, like, comment?
I will try spamming comment. I like how that's like a strategy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what, by the way, when I talk about Kingdom Hearts 2, I'm talking about like the final mix version.
Right.
So like the version where they have all the Japanese stuff in it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have all of that in the original. And I think that stuff is so cool. Like there's data battles against like the organization members from Castle Oblivion and stuff. And so many secret hidden bosses and secret things to do.
Jeez.
So, I forgot to go close to him.
Yeah, and I thought in Kingdom Hearts 2, one of my favorite things about it actually is how there's, like, the organization members are, like, kind of part of the main story. And how, like, they're the main bosses of a lot of the worlds, actually.
Yeah.
I just thought that was really interesting. I don't know. I mean, I kind of go back and... Why that do 4? Usually it's 3. I kind of go back and forth on bosses in the Kingdom Hearts games because I love like the bosses that are actually part of like the story. You know, like for example, Deep Jungle in Kingdom Hearts 1, the boss of it was Clayton.
Right.
Clayton's like an actual person with the story. I thought that was neat. And then, I guess the part where I kind of differ on some of the bosses where it's just like straight up a made-up character.
What do you mean? Like, what are we talking about?
Like in Kingdom Hearts, where they have like a made-up villain. Like, for example, the boss in the Wonderland world in Kingdom Hearts 1. Well, I thought that weird juggler guy was cool.
Right.
I prefer something like Cerberus from Kingdom Hearts 1 in the Olympus Coliseum.
Yeah.
I prefer a villain where it's like an actually part of that movie or whatever.
It really depends for me because like I do like the Heartless and the Nobodies a lot. So it's like there's some that I really like and some that I don't. I think sometimes they're it's weird. They used to be overused, but sometimes now I also think they can end up underused.
Yeah.
You know? And that's kind of a problem, too, because, like, if you go into Kingdom Hearts... Let's just say in Kingdom Hearts 4, the Heartless are there, but they don't matter.
Right.
It's like, okay, then why are they there? You know, like, if you only wanted to focus on these 3 villains. Like, I think Kingdom Hearts, at times, has had a hard time balancing that kind of stuff between original characters and worlds and new ones.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing with 2 that I was trying to get at was, maybe I was explaining it horribly.
Well, I didn't know what you were saying, because I'm also, like, very stressed out.
Right. Well, that's the thing with 2 that I thought was really cool, was Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't really have that a lot of the times. A lot of the times the boss was, like, Zaldin, the organization member. But I thought that was awesome.
And there were also good nobody bosses. And there were a few Heartless, you know, bosses, too. The Heartless didn't matter as much, but I remember they mattered in, like, well, I don't want to say certain worlds, because Jill and I haven't played it, and she's going to edit this. They did matter in some worlds. Like, for example, the...
you almost got him.
Yeah, I don't want... I just don't want to say it. But they did matter in some worlds, and I thought that they did a really good job with that. And also the Maleficent type of, what would you say, rivalry between the Heartless and the Nobodies that kind of came up.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like a faction war type thing.
Yeah.
One thing I don't like about Kingdom Hearts 3 is that because in Kingdom Hearts 2, Maleficent was more in charge of a lot of the Heartless that were left. Yeah. There was, like, faction disagreement type stuff.
He's almost dead.
I know, I was kind of staying back and being a little bit of a bitch, but...
I would heal so he doesn't one-shot you, actually.
He's not going to one-shot me, I'm good.
If he one-shots you, I'm going to kill myself.
I'm good, I'm good.
I'm going to literally kill myself if he one-shots you.
Look at his health.
I know, it's literally like one tiny little hit left. Get it! Did you get it?
Yes.
Nice, nice.
I did. I did.
Oh my gosh.
The Remembrance of the Natural Born.
Wow.
I want to read that.
Okay.
Is that a Great Lord type thing?
I kind of feel like it was.
Remembrance of the Natural Born. Where would
oh, hey, we have that thing.
Oh, we do.
I feel like that was like a soul thing, but I guess it wasn't.
I'm trying to remember. Ashes, no. Info? No. Where are remembrances?
I don't know. I don't know. There's too many things in this game. I have no idea.